Hmm.
Entonces vamos a poner la llave. Y acá, como tiene circulitos, es por algo, ¿eh? Es por algo que la llave es... ¿Cómo lo giro? Gírate, 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 gírate. Ok, ok, ya lo tengo. Es así, es una cruz, ¿verdad? Ah, y arriba hay como que otra... A ver, vamos a ponerlo así, 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 así. Ya está. Más o menos, ¿verdad? Así. Ah, acá tendría que levantarse algo, entonces. ¿Cómo lo levanto? Ah, ah, girar, girar. Listo, a ver. Mm, claro, sí, yo creo que está bien. Ya, vamos a probar, ¿ya?
Open sesame.
Ok, listo, por fin. Ya está, abrimos la puerta.
Someone's been searching here. Either they didn't have time to clean up, or simply did not care.
A ver, espérenme un toque que me subo un pelín para asustarme. Ok, am, vamos a
If
examinar qué es
Father hid the
esto.
key for me to find, then this means nobody has been able to enter this room since his death.
Ah, ok, ok. Antes de irme por ahí, me voy a dirigir por acá por si acaso, si hay algo más.
Myths and Legends of the Highlands. From the library, I'd wager.
Ok. Ahora me dirijo al escritorio de mi padre que murió. Y vamos a ver, vamos a investigar sus cosas. ¿Es esto? Ok, vamos a chequear. ¿Qué hay acá? Primero
Just bits and bobs.
ok. Ya saqué acá. No hay nada. Ajá. Examino.
Oh, some sort of secret compartment.
Am, aquí hay algo. ¿Qué es esto, 1, 5 y 2. Ok, más acertijos, supongo. Ya. ¿Qué más? Aquí hay algo.
A local girl goes missing. Concerns have been raised at the disappearance of Cora McKay, a 17-year-old local girl. According to the police, she was last seen leaving her place of work, the Three Kegs Inn, 2 days ago. She is the third person to disappear in recent months, but the circumstances of each have been markedly different. Cora is described as being 4'10", with grey eyes and long dark hair. Anyone with information is urged to contact the constabulary.
Ok, acá ya nos están avisando que ha desaparecido una persona. Están desapareciendo personas.
What a mess. Letters about the day-to-day running of the estate. These might be useful if I decide to live here. The handwriting must be Edward's. Pay half what he asks. Forward to lawyers. Charming. And this one. Your money won't protect you forever. The hangman will catch up eventually. A curse on you and your family. Seems he was as popular as he was pleasant.
Bueno, es lo mismo, creo.
I beg you to reconsider, Sir Edward. My family has lived on this land for many generations, and to be told we must leave our own home is too much to bear. Alice, my wife, whom you have met, is beside herself with grief. We have nowhere else to go. I beg you to look inside your heart and allow us to remain.
Have them out by the end of the month.
Miércoles.
The signs are there. Deny them at your peril. The ancient evil that inhabits this land has seeped into the very stone of the castle walls, and if you do not tread carefully, it will infect your family.
El antiguo mal.
Contact the constable. Have this witch locked up so she does not bother us again.
Parece que estamos acá ya en una especie de brujería. Como una maldición. Ok, entiendo. ¿Qué más? Creo que eso es todo, ¿eh? Ajá. ¿Fumaba mucho mi padre? Al parecer sí.
Everything but the seal.
Solo falta el sello, dice. Eso es todo. No veo nada más. No me dan más señales de alguna otra cosa. Para nada. Ok. Ah, ya. O sea, claro. Pero acá todavía tengo que leer esto o ya no. No, pues sí, ya pasé eso. A ver, voy a probar. No, ya lo hice. Esta, no hay nada más que hacer acá. What? ¿Qué es eso? Se quedó estático mirando. What? No entiendo. No me puedo mover. What the fuck? ¿Se rayó? Sí, no puedo mover ningún lado. ¡Ey! Se trabó el juego. What?
This looks interesting.
Ahora sí.
Screwed down tight. Someone didn't want it moved.
Ok. Ah, ok. ¿Qué es esto? Girar. A ver, gira anillo grande. Gira anillo medio y gira anillo pequeño. Anillo pequeño, supongo que es este. Acá tengo que champear, ¿ah? Porque acá sí está bien yuquita. Ay, por fin, miércoles. O sea, el tercero, el del medio no sabía cuál era, la verdad.
This castle certainly has its secrets.
Ok. Ok. Bueno, eso es así chapú, pero de todas maneras ya está hecho.
It looks very precise, accurate. A lot of work went into this.
Este es el castillo prácticamente. Donde yo estoy. Ya. Acá hay algo más debe haber. Usar, dice.
Hold on. There.
Claro, tiene que poner la pieza, pues. What the fuck.
Stop your whining. Stop your whining.
What? What? Eso estaba bien raro, ¿eh?
What is that? Oh no.
Wait!
Creo que el niño se asustó.
The boy! Did you see him? Where did he go?
What did I tell you about disturbing me in my study?
What?
Are you all right, sir?
What happened, David?
The boy. There was blood, and he pushed him down.
Who? Who do you think you saw?
A su abuelo.
Him.
A él. Se ha visto a él y a un niño. Y supuestamente el niño, por lo que creo es su hijo, pues él sería su padre. ¿Qué?
What did you just say, sir?
It's all right.
You're like your father. You can see them too, can't you?
Hablar en sueños. ¿Qué vio mi padre? Obviamente que
My
vio.
father. What did he think he saw?
It ain't my place to say, sir. But
Go on.
begging your pardon, sir, you should go. This place, it drove your father mad.
Drove him? Did he say what or whom he saw?
I'm sure I don't know, sir.
Best not push her too hard. She's scared enough of me already.
Okay.
I've been babbling in my sleep since I was a child. It's nothing to worry about. Poor girl is scared out of her wits.
Of course, sir. Sorry, sir.
Sorry, I didn't get your name.
It's Ailsa, sir. Ailsa Crannan. Oh, and Master Andrew asks if you would join him in the library. After breakfast, of course.
Thank you, Miss Crannan.
Ok.
Get a hold of yourself.
What the fuck? No entiendo esto que tengo que hacer. What the fuck? ¿Cómo lo...? Ya se me calmó. Ah, me calmé. Y decía, ¿cómo miércoles hago eso? Apretaba todos los teclados, pero era solo darle clic, 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 clic. Lola. Qué loli. Mi padre también los vio.
Were these apparitions what drove my father from the castle when he was young? Were they what drew him
De lo
back?
que fueron, a ver.
He must have found something in the family chronicles he spoke of.
Bueno, es como investigar por qué murió mi padre, ¿no? Y comenzar a ver todo este tipo de, no sé, cosas extrañas. El niño y el viejo, el niño. El niño y el viejo, no, el niño. Vamos a poner el
I
2.
don't remember ever seeing that boy. A faded memory, perhaps? As far as I know, I've never been to this castle before. Nobody else saw the boy or the old man who looked like my grandfather Edward. But it felt real, more even than the daydreams that plagued my childhood. Elsa knows more than she wants to tell me.
¿Quién era el niño? Descubre lo que sabe a Ilse, o sea, la sirvienta. Yo no sé cómo se sale esto, chicos. ¿Verdad? No sé. Pero bueno. Lo voy a ocultar. No puedo. Voy a tener que jugar así. Creo que con esto como buscando, Ok, me retiro de acá. Ya es de día.
Aye, and once you're done in the kitchen, go and clean up the cellar. The spiders have made a nest down there. A big one, too. They're crawling everywhere. Master David, nice of you to grace us with your presence.
Gracias por esperar, contestar, dice. Vamos a contestar.
Anything I can do to brighten up your morning, Angus?
I've had the staff prepare some of the finest Scottish delicacies for you. Black pudding, haggis, scrambled eggs with deer brain, and bacon.
¿Qué? ¿En serio? Okay. Comer. ¿Ya me lo comí? ¿Y ahora? Ah. ¿Qué es esto?
Mother was never a fan of dishes made from entrails. In this case, she'd be missing out.
¿Qué más? Ya me comí todo. Ah.
That was delicious. Thank you.
I'm sure our local specialities must seem peculiar to one raised as you were.
I was raised in India. My spectrum of peculiar has quite a range.
Bueno, eso es todo, ¿no? Ajá, aquí hay algo.
Elsa knows more about my father than she dares tell me. I'd better earn her trust now. She might return to the village once the weather clears.
Ok, lo que tengo que hacer es investigar más. Así que le dijo algo del sótano, así que... Y yo había dicho que iba a ir al sótano. Acá. A ver si me salió de más.
Smoking a pipe?
Mando una pipa.
I
Había
thought that
pensado
would be
que...
beneath her station. Lady Margaret.
David?
May I first apologize for my strange behavior last night? It's just that...
Think nothing of it. You were obviously tired from your travels. Least said, soonest mended.
Ella no quiere hablar del tema. La doncella parece estar asustada a su marido Edward. Vamos a poner el 2.
What kind of man was my grandfather?
Oh, he was magnificent. He was handsome, so handsome, and caring.
Caring enough to knock a defenseless child down the stairs.
All was so very different when he was around.
A ver, vamos a poner el 2.
The maid. She seemed to be acting strangely, like she was frightened of me.
Yes, well, she's a simple sort, that one. She has probably heard of the curse of the Gordons the locals like to whisper about.
Curse? What curse?
Just a peasant superstition. I would guess she was worried you'd show the same displays of unpredictable violence as your father did.
I never knew my father to be the violent type.
Oh, there are many things you do not know about your father. This is his doing.
What? But how?
I'd rather not discuss it, David. And that maid should really keep her mouth shut and locate the earring she lost. She's like a magpie with shiny, expensive things.
Vamos a ponerlo,
I don't
¿no?
want to give her another reason to think me mad. This may seem like an unusual question.
I'd be surprised if it wasn't, dear boy.
Have I ever been here before? Is it possible I visited as a child and can no longer remember?
Oh no, you are a stranger to these walls.
And I have a feeling you prefer it stayed that way.
Pendiente. A ver, vamos a
I
poner.
could give it to her. She'd still never tell me anything useful about my father or the secrets of this place. But the maid? I could use this to earn her
Me
trust.
asustó ese trulón. Deja la
I
conversación.
shall take my leave, Lady Margaret.
Yes. Oh, and David, the master of the house needs to respect the privacy of those under his roof. Even your father understood that. Sometimes a cabinet is locked for a reason.
Fingir ignorancia. Vamos a poner el 2.
I was looking for some documents and Andrew had already gone to bed.
I would still appreciate you respecting the rules of this house. You're not its owner quite yet.
Ok, ya hablé con la viejita. No hay nada. El sótano. El sótano, tengo que ir al sótano. Sótano, sótano, sótano. A ver. ¿Dónde está el sótano? Sótano, sótano, creo que está por aquí. Ok. Vamos a ver qué me trae el sótano. Ah, acá está. Encontré. Ahora hablar.
Miss Crannan?
A ver. ¿Qué le pregunto? John, mi padre, sangre, el ático, pendiente. Vamos a meterle
I think you may
pendiente.
have lost this.
Claro.
Oh, sir! Oh, thank you, sir. I only wanted to see how it looked in the mirror. I didn't mean to. I was scared to tell her ladyship. Oh, she can have such a temper.
What are you going to do now?
If I can sneak it into the salon, maybe her ladyship will think she lost it there herself.
From what I know about her, I very much doubt her ladyship will.
Ok, vamos a comenzar a ser amigos de ella. Dejar la conversación, no. Arañas en el sótano. Arañas en el
Would you like
sótano.
me to escort you to the cellar?
Wouldn't be proper to ask the owner of the house to do that, sir.
Well, I'm not the owner yet, and you didn't ask.
Very kind of you, sir.
Happy to help. I'll let you know when I'm ready to accompany you down there.
Ahora sí, vamos a hablar sobre John, mi padre. O sangre. Creo que al final, ¿no?
Isn't that used for transporting cooked food? Why is there blood in it?
Ugh, the wee scunner thought it would be funny to put one of his dead beasties in it to fear me. He should keep them in the cellar and... Sorry, sir. I'm speaking out of turn.
Ahora vamos a hablar de
Did
mi
you ever
padre.
talk to my father?
I was serving here when he... That is to say,
Go on, please.
I didn't think it'd be proper, sir. Lady Margaret said... Oh, sorry, sir. I must get on with my work.
She's as scared of Margaret as she is of the butler. Poor girl.
Tiene miedo. Ya, vamos a poner
What
los
happened to
últimos
my
días.
father here?
Siento, señor,
Sorry,
usted.
sir. You're no like the rest of them here. Oh, sir, there's things you should know, but I really need this job.
She knows something, but how can I convince her to trust me?
¿Qué puedo hacer? ¿Qué vio mi padre en
You said my father saw things.
I don't want to talk about
No me va a
it,
contar
sir.
nada, entonces. Ok.
I shall leave you to your work.
Ok. Ok. No. A ver, vamos a ver qué.
Elsa knows more about my father than she dares tell me. I'd better earn her trust now. She might return to the village once the weather clears.
Supuestamente acá es, ¿verdad?
Shall we?
Vámonos al sótano. ¡Qué miedo! Mentira. Bueno, parece que ella sabe bastante. Ajá. ¿Este es el sótano? No. ¿Dónde se fue? ¿La perdí? No. Okay.
How cruel of Mr. McKinnon to send her down here alone.
¿Qué es eso? Ah, a ver.
Let's see what we can find down here.
A ver qué encontramos. Ah, iluminar.
This is as close as I get. Otherwise, I'll have them crawling all over me. I have to find a way to eliminate them altogether. Harsh as it may seem, a proper serving of fire is the only way to get rid of such a widespread infestation.
Ah,
How cruel of Mr. McKinnon to send her down here alone.
ok, tengo que hacer algo acá. Vamos a investigar. Ajá, ¿qué era?
Raw spirit.
Corporo.
Not particularly palatable, but good for cleaning and magic tricks. The water of life. Some of these whiskies are from local distilleries. Looks fresh.
Master Eddie's work. He and Mr. McKinnon put it here earlier. Poor beastie.
Eddie. Another family member I've yet to meet.
Huh?
Ooh, a lot of blood for just one animal.
Huh.
Not the most hygienic workstation. A hunting map. Looks like they've been poaching outside the Gordon estate.
Ok, no se va a mover esta. Sí, más cosas. Pero acá creo que tengo que hacer algo acá. Espérate. Quemar.
Step right up.
Sir? What are you... Oh my! That's amazing! Does that not hurt?
No, a little trick I learned in India.
What the fuck?
Sorry, did that scare you, Elsa? I didn't think...
Me asusté, mentira. Creo que no. Yo pensaba que había caído otra cosa, una mano o algo así. ¿Quién es este? Oh.
And you are?
Edward Mallory. You may call me Edward III.
So this is Cousin Eddie. He seems
Welcome to my castle.
as terrible as the rest of them. My castle indeed.
De hecho es mi castillo. Vamos a poner mi
You've
padre.
lived here all your life, so you would have met my father.
Only after he lost what marbles he had left. If it were up to me, I'd have locked him up in the loony bin a bit sooner.
Locked him up.
Cerrado.
Pleased to meet you, Eddie. So, your parents would be my aunt and uncle Clara and Victor. Are they...
Dead. Dead as doornails, the pair of them.
Lovely.
So what are you doing down here anyway?
There's a line between honesty and rudeness that Cousin Eddie doesn't seem to recognize. I was helping Miss Crannan.
Aw, why didn't you ask me?
Excuse me, sir. Sirs, I really have to go.
Leaving so soon? Was it something I said? They all tend to act like that in the presence of nobility.
You said something about a loony bin?
I did. Oh, you don't know.
Well?
Well, never you mind. I have an animal to prepare.
I'm getting very tired of everyone in this house avoiding my questions.
There's something you should know, sir. Something important. I overheard them talking, and
You're paid to work, not chat. Get to it, girl.
Sorry, Mr. McKinnon. Library, after dinner.
At last, I might get some answers.
En la biblioteca después de la cena. Ok, ya no voy a meterme ahí ya. ¿Puedo agarrar algo? No. Voy, me voy. Ver. Algo me falta, algo tengo que hacer. Acá había teléfono, ya no hay. Hacer. ¿Qué me falta buscar? Es que acá ya busqué. Nada. Acá menos,
This'll
¿verdad?
make it easier to carry.
¿Ah? No me molestes.
It must be, but I need to be sure. Perhaps the names are on the bag.
What the fuck, acá está el niño. Él es el niño, ¿verdad? Claro. Vamos a examinar.
Grandfather Edward,
El abuelo.
just as he looked last night.
Perfecto.
Lady Margaret,
Lady Margaret, la abuelita.
I can't imagine her smiling like that these days. My family. Yet they're all still strangers to me.
Familia aunque siguen siendo extraños. Ok. Vamos a voltear esto. Creo que hay algo acá.
What's this? Looks like it's drawn in
Con sangre.
blood?
What the f... ¿Era qué? ¿Qué pasó? What? Espérate. Ay, what the fuck. El abuelo está loco.
Regardless of what I told Miss Crannan, these visions are like nothing I've ever experienced before.
Nunca había visto una experiencia antes. Okay. Está muy raro eso, ¿ah? Está muy raro, me quedé traumatizado. Ah, en serio. Claro, si tú haces eso en una jato, dices, what the f... A ver. Ahora sí le voy a preguntar algo. Ahora sí estoy valiente. Le voy a preguntar, prepárate.
Lady Margaret?
Yes, David?
Sí, David. A ver. obviamente voy a preguntar por la
I saw an old
fotografía.
photograph of a boy in the other room. Something tells me she wouldn't be happy
No
if
le
she
gusta
found
saber
it in my pocket.
que la llevo en el bolsillo.
That was
Se
taken in
dice en 1800.
1894. Young Johnny, your father.
Es
You
tu
can remember the
padre.
exact year.
Recuerda el año
It's a
exacto.
funny thing when you reach my
No
age.
digas
You can
recuerda
remember dates
fechas
from
de hace
decades ago.
décadas.
But not what you had for
No lo que has
breakfast.
decidido, ¿no?
Maybe others can't.
Otra gente que, obviamente.
Who,
¿Quiénes son
may
las
I
otras
ask,
personas
were
de
the
la foto?
others in the picture?
That would be your Aunt
Tía
Clara
Clara y tu
and your
difunta
late
bisabuela.
great-grandmother, the last true Countess of Scahandew House. And my dear Edward, of course.
I noticed my father had a scar on his face. How did that happen?
Falling from a tree, perhaps?
No lo recuerdo.
I can't recall. But your father was a clumsy child.
Can't recall. But you remember the date the photograph was taken.
Okay,
I shall take my leave, Lady Margaret.
Yes.
Adiós, pues. La cena, pero la cena, ¿a qué hora viene? ¿A qué hora viene la cena? Ah, ya me quité. Ok.
Finally, some fresh air.
Ok, estoy en la calle. Salí. Ahora sí puedo correr. Ah, por fin soy libre como una mariposa. Libre como una reverenda mariposa. Como el mar. Libre. Libre. Como...
Master David,
Ok.
You could tell it was me.
your footsteps. I ken the walk of everyone here.
Wow, that's rather incredible.
Aye, that it is, laddie, that it is. I hear better than most, see more than most and all.
Father had a similar toolbox. Back when he still fixed things around the house.
Ok.
When you talked about what they did to my father, what did you mean?
You shouldn't have come back. You canna go through what he did as a bairn and no be sick.
So his hospitalization was justified then?
Not for me to say. Before you think of putting down roots here, you should think on what the poison grown here did to your father. You can?
No, not really.
If you dinna mind, this door will no mend itself.
I'll leave you to it then.
Veamos. Veamos. Vamos. ¿No es un cementerio? What the- Yo no quiero entrar.
Locked with a padlock. Andrew will have a key, but I'm not keen on waiting for his return. Locked with a padlock. Andrew will have a key, but I'm not keen on waiting for his return.
Ok, si no puedo entrar por ahí. No, difícil, no te da opción acá. Tal vez un muertito me tiene que decir. Ah, aquí hay algo. Tiene que poner. Ah, acá tengo, mira. A ver qué es esto.
I've seen this before. In the painting. This is the grave I saw in that waking dream or whatever it was. The grave my father buried something in as a boy. Who's buried here? If I could just... Ah, these vines are too thick. I need something to cut through these. I need something to cut through these.
Pero, ¿y tu cuchillo? ¿Qué es esto? No, con esto pues. ¿No? Lo único que tiene, ¿no? Aquí hay algo.
Rory's tools. A hammer, a talon saw, a bolt cutter. All a bit rusty, but in good order. Rory's tools. A hammer, a talon saw, a bolt cutter. All a bit rusty, but in good order.
¿Por qué?
May I borrow your bolt cutter?
Maybe. If I ken what you
Maybe.
need it for.
The graves. I would like to tidy them up. That way I can pay my respects properly.
Is that a fact? Why's that then?
They are my family. They deserve to be remembered.
Fair enough, laddie. Just grab it yourself, will ye?
Oh, gracias. Me dejó agarrar sus cosas. Entonces, ya agarré y me largo de acá. Ahora sí sabré qué es lo que mi padre de pequeño escondió en esa tumba. ¿Tumba o no sé qué es? Creo que tumba es. Vamos a ver. Vamos a ver. Estoy muy curioso. Okay.
Better. Cecilia Shaw, nee Gordon. Aunt Cecilia. Now, let's see if there's something really buried in here. Another piece of the castle model.
Esta es la casa de atrás. Interesante, ¿eh?
Another part of the model. And it's stained with what seems to be old blood.
Sangre antigua.
Why did Father bury this when he was a child?
Acá dice examinar más. A ver.
How could I have known that something was buried here? I don't remember Father ever telling me about this grave. Father must have buried the chapel piece here for a reason when he was a boy. But why? And whose blood is it stained with?
Se acabó. Bueno, entonces, tal vez con lo que tengo puedo entrar. Sí. Ok, sí puedo. Genial. Fin. Oh, y esto sí da miedo, ¿eh? No me asusté por ahí nada. Ajá.
The place is crumbling. Not the safest spot to pray.
La capilla, pero ya prácticamente ya no es capilla, ya está ya. Ok, sigamos.
Being the chronicle of the family Gordon, as laid down by Sir Drummond Gordon, the year of our Lord, 1413.
Local legend speaks of this particular glen as being inhabited from time immemorial. Enigmatic, elaborately carved Pictish stones stand as timeless evidence of this. As for the locals, they appear prideful of the counsel they delight in giving to visitors. Traveler, beware. The Celtic peoples arrived in this place like a great beast, bringing with them the bloodlines that would eventually spawn the Gordon clan. Using their superior numbers, knowledge, and machines of war, they swiftly conquered the primeval Picts. With them, they brought too their religion and druid clerics. The magics these wise men used did shape forever the lands, even until this present day. It is said that the sempiternal burden our family carries rose at that time.
Hay que leerlos
'Tis well
todos.
recorded how the Empire of Rome did fail to tame the wayward Scots, that they did even raise a barrier to protect their mighty empire. What is seldom told is the truth behind their defeat. Our ancestors drew upon ancient powers to aid their victory. Powers not easily fathomed by the fragile human mind. This aid did come at the greatest of costs. A debt as yet unsettled. A price we will continue to pay until the last Gordon passes to dust.
Miércoles. Da a entender que antiguamente, para vencer en su familia, bueno, digámonos, habían guerras y para vencerlos tuvieron que llegar a magia antigua, algo así, como una maldición. Y dicen que todos los Gordon hasta el último son malditos, una cosa así, ¿se entiende?
For the centuries, we Gordons made the land our own. Others did bow to us, as we kept the secrets of Skahandu, the secrets of the Black Mirror. Even as tragedy and madness did fester in our foundations, we held fast and steered the land through vile English attack and worse. In time, the Gordons and the land became one.
Ok, ya entendí. Aquí hay otro más.
Some pages have been ripped out. The only thing left seems to be some kind of family oath.
In blood we are bound to the land we protect, to the truths we alone may conceal. I shall forfeit my life. Lest my clan should suffer, I shall forfeit my spirit to hold the darkness at bay. In blood we are bound till the day of the reckoning.
What on earth? Where's the call coming from?
Ya citaste tu maldición ya. Oh.
Is this what madness feels like? It can't be real.
Ok. Qué miércoles. Estoy alucinando ya.
All this looks like the bottom of a lake.
Obviamente parece el fondo de un lago. Ok, ¿quiere que vuelva? Bueno. Es un pez, ¿no? Le puedo dar, ahí está.
What are you trying to show me?
¿Qué intentas mostrarme? Parece que una persona. Ok. What? Entiendo. A ver. Creo que. No sé, no entiendo. ¿Tengo que agarrarla? Ok. Parece que llega una persona.
She's not holding a baby, but some heavy object to weigh herself down. The figure up there must be Edward.
Ah, la figura de arriba. Debe ser Edward. Es decir...
A note. I'm taking my baby with me to save it from this rotten family.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Uh oh.
Are you all right?
Ok. Si no lo consigo. Casi se vuelve loco, creo.
Did you see her? She drowned.
Calm down, you're in shock. What were you doing clambering about in here?
If I told you, you'd think me mad.
Odd. That is just what your father said to me.
Obviamente, ¿quién eres?
What? Who are you?
My name is Dr. Leah Farber. I treated your father at the asylum.
The asylum?
Let's get you back to the castle and make sure you are all right.
Porque estoy aquí.
What did you come here for?
I'm not sure your father's story is finished yet, and there are some things I still need to make my peace with.
What's this about an asylum?
As I said, your father was admitted.
Why? Who did that to him?
I did. But unfortunately, he managed to escape.
What? Hold on a minute. How dare you come in here and...
Told you? Your father was a madman. A complete and utter madman. Don't mind me. Please continue.
Well, what right did you have to lock my father up in a madhouse?
I was his doctor. I understand you are in shock, but you have no right to speak to me in such a way. I was trying to help him.
He's dead. Capital job.
Now, hold on just a minute.
¿Y ahora qué?
Oh, Jesus! Oh, no! No! No!
Vio la sirvienta.
Eddie, it'll be all right. Pull yourself together.
I suggest nobody else goes down there. We should keep the room intact until the police can get here.
I shall alert them first thing in the morning. What an unfortunate accident.
An accident? You think so? Just after the madman's son turned up at our door.
And yet you were the one standing over her body with blood on your hands.
How dare you? I was too late. I was trying to help her. She...
There, my sweet boy. Let's get you to bed. Angus, would you?
Of course, ma'am.
I think we will all benefit from a good night's sleep.
Después de ver una muerta y estar ahí.
I know you may have no reason to, but I need you to trust me. I'm the only one on your side when it comes to your father's death.
Lady Margaret certainly isn't. But if I told you what I saw in the chapel, You'd have me in a padded cell, just like my father.
Preguntar por John. Vamos a preguntar por
So,
John.
what was my father like when you locked him up?
I didn't just lock him up, I tried to help him. Your father was heavily drugged when he was brought to me. It was to prevent any further violent outbursts. Or so Lady Margaret had said, but something felt wrong, even then.
Why did you come here? To make sure my father was successfully in the ground?
With all due respect, Mr. Gordon, I will not allow you to speak to me or about my work in such a tone. I tried everything I could to aid your father. He was convinced he was carrying some ancient curse, that he was being haunted by evil. I wish I had reached him, had been able to help him.
So do I.
You weren't the only one who couldn't reach him. You're a persistent one, aren't you? Maybe if I threw you a bone, you'd get off my back.
A ver, una historia familiar. Y hubo mal. Observación. Vamos a poner
He
dos.
used to babble about a dark force threatening him and our family.
Was that why he moved you to India? To remove himself from this place?
I believe so.
And yet here you are, in the very place he sought to protect you from.
Who knows? Maybe there is an ancient evil in this place. An evil that drags us back no matter how far away we get. Even from the other side of the world. Father was obsessed with the history of the family for as long as I can remember.
Did your father actually believe his family was out to get him?
Who knows? Though I think what really scared him was beyond the physical.
And what do you think? Was your father right? Are there things beyond the physical?
Descartarlo por completo. Evitar la pregunta. Descartarlo por completo. Vamos a poner la primera.
He was a disturbed man. He saw things that weren't there.
Things like a drowning woman floating in thin air.
If you really want to help me, then let us find out what the maid knew. She was hiding something, but was too scared of Angus and Margaret to tell me.
You think whatever she wanted to confide might be connected to her death?
Maybe.
Whatever I saw in the chapel, it has to be real. It has to be. A woman must have drowned herself in the loch. Because if it's all in my mind, like father, like son.
Ok, y ahora.
We need to examine the maid's body in the cellar.
To find out who killed her.
To be sure she was murdered before we start pointing fingers.
Sería.